Hey Pisces, and welcome to this reading, a look at your year ahead 2026. And here I'm going to do a real deep dive. I'm going to look at each month. I'm going to get at least one card for each month and see what themes want to come up. But in all of the readings that I've done so far, there's been months in particular that have had real focus and attention. And so I'm going to do that, go with the flow. I get physically moved, guided, given messages, which I'll pass on to you. And straight away, flying out of the pack, wanting to be seen, is the Sun card. And so this is you moving into and finding your joy this year. This is maybe the path being illuminated forward, and we'll get some more information on that. So you can return to this video throughout the year. You can watch it through and see what's coming up, what advice, what guidance. Please Pisces, if you get anything from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. All of the views, all of the comments, all of the likes, all of the love, so appreciated, so thank you. And so straight away, I'm being given this card. This is something in present energy within reach. And look at that. So it's the Knight of Wands. And this is within reach. This is the year of the fire horse. We're moving out of the year of the serpent, the snake, the shedding year. And it was also a 9-year. Into a 1-year completion and moving forward in new beginnings with the energy of the fire horse. And specifically for you, within reach, it's something about finding and following your passion. Following your heart is important here, but I'm getting that maybe there's some project or something that you've been building, putting together, and this is where you're really going to start seeing things progressing. Maybe you can already start feeling it and it feels like it's within reach. There might have been times where things feel like it's not going to plan, but I'm being given a clear message here that it's within reach. And this as well within reach. So we have the 8 of Swords. And so here, this is you within reach of moving out of any limitations, any doubts, any negative thought patterns that are preventing you from moving forward. You're releasing these and realizing that you're not tied up, you're not restricted, and in fact you can remove the blindfold and see clearly that you're moving forward, and you're moving forward to the sun, to your passion, to your joy. This is going to be a year of progress, and it's the not too distant future. And I'm being given these 2 cards for the path forward, and this is what you're working towards this year and on. And so here we have the 3 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. And so here on the path forward, as you move forward, this is about community and about connections. This is opportunities and soul-aligned connections coming through and falling into place just synchronistically, that all the pieces are being put together for everything that you're building. I mentioned building before, and it really feels like there's something that you're building at the moment. And this is about you listening to any messages, and not just from the people that you're working with and the connections that you make, but also the unseen. Tapping into your intuition, your emotions, looking out for synchronicities and getting real profound insights through that and letting that lead the way. And it really is about moving forward with the flow of the universe. This is you trusting and knowing that everything's going to fall in place, all of those connections. that you need to thrive this year. I'm getting confirmation about that. And there's an area where you're feeling that restriction and being held back. And so just one card here. This is some of that restriction that we saw in that Eight of Swords. And so here we have the Ace of Swords. And so this is a call for you to move forward, releasing any weight of the past. This is you cutting any cords and releasing anything that doesn't need to come with you. This is you following your truth and breaking free of those self-imposed limitations. This could have been a year where it's been difficult to choose which path forward. It might have felt foggy and difficult at times, and this really is an invitation to cut through the noise, to trust your inner guidance, and to cut through the fog and see clearly. This is also letting go of anything from the past. As we move into this year of the Fire Horse and the Wand, it's letting go of anything from this 9 year and releasing it and moving forward lighter. It's a real liberation as you move forward. And this is what's waiting for you in the future. And I'm being shown the heart here. So it's something close to your heart. Oh, wow. I don't believe it. So this is what you are working towards. And amazing cards here. We have the World, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the Ten of Cups, that emotional fulfillment, that emotional abundance. And so really magical. This is what you're moving towards in this year. This is a real extreme transformation and the completion of a cycle. This is a real completion of everything that you've been building and putting together, and your wish is coming true. You couldn't have got 3 better cards, and with this completion energy as well, really beautiful. Maybe it's love and connection that you're working towards here, but whatever it is, this, even going 9, 10, it's progression and reaching that point where you have that abundance and everything falls into place. It's a real completion. Everything that you've been working towards, all of your intentions, all of your dreams taking shape. And this is a great sign to start with. And so I'm gonna start putting out each month. It's not gonna be in order. It'll be wherever I'm guided to put the cards. And like I said, there'll be a lot of information in this, so what I'll probably do is leave a link below where I'll leave a summary of each month so that you can return to it. Okay, so I'm being given a card to go in the middle, and so this is going to be sort of an overarching theme as you're moving towards this completion, this completing of a chapter, and the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. And so here we've got the 2 of Swords. And so with the 2 of Swords, this is going to be a big theme of making decisions and trusting your decisions as well, seeing clearly and tapping into your inner guidance to move forward. Whereas we saw the 8 of Swords before, this is you moving to a place where you can really remove that blindfold, and this is you seeing clearly this year. And I'm being given a card to go with the Two of Swords in the middle. And so here is the Four of Wands. And so with the Four of Wands, these are decisions that are going to make you feel safe and a real time for celebration. And so this is you moving forward, honouring yourself and celebrating how far you've come. This is what you're moving towards, trusting your decisions, making some difficult choices, but making them easily and to a point where you can celebrate. And I'm being given another card as well. So here is the Judgment card. And so this is a real rebirth and awakening. You're rising up, having released that old and rising up a new you, really in alignment and trusting your inner power. And that's really something to celebrate. This is you empowered, moving forward with that confidence and knowing which direction you need to take and knowing that your transformation is on the horizon. All of this, all of the Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, that's what you're moving towards, and you're trusting that and moving forward to it. I'm being given a card for January now as well. So there's two cards already for January. And so January, we have the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups. And so here in January, this is you moving forward with new inspiration. And again, this is about connections and making connections. So this is going to be a good time to tap into what lights you up. Tap into what fires you up, any inspiration. But this is going to be really significant within community and finding that joy with other people. You're going to find other supportive people and make those connections, which are going to help you grow. And this is going to be a really good month for working with people with both curiosity and creativity. And so this could be where you start birthing new creative projects, but not like we have to get together and we have to build something. It's more natural than that and more fun. This is you really feeling that you're moving in alignment and finding that those connections are falling into place so that you can move forward and light the way forward. A challenge on this month. So there's a card here that's a challenge. And so here we have the Tower. And so here there might be a feeling of unstable ground. There could be a shock, a disruption. There might be lots of surprises and changes that you're going through. This could still be a clearing out of the old from the 9-year that we've just moved out of. And so this could be a sweeping up of those last things that need to be released and that weren't solid foundation anyway. The challenge here is to continue going with the flow and to trust, to know that anything that's being released and coming up right now in this month wasn't serving your greatest good. Know that for you to build these new foundations, you can't build a new house on old foundations, and so it all needs to be cleared out. This could be a test of your feelings of security. This could be deep-seated fears coming up. And so the universe is testing how you can trust moving forward. And for the path forward, I'm being given here the Star. And so this really is a test of, can you trust? Can you see the light? Can you keep that faith as things are getting cleared out? And so here I'm being given another card for February. And so 2 cards for February again. And here we have the Ace of Cups and the 6 of Cups. And so this really is you moving forward to filling your cup up and having that overfilling cups. All those cups that we saw on your path forward. This is the start of it. This is you setting intentions and knowing where you're moving forward to. There's 6 of Cups coming up as well. So this could be people from the past, some things from the past, maybe coming up for healing. And I'm being given some information about the 6 of Cups. And so specifically about having released the past. This could be some deep, deep healing, releasing and clearing things from previous timelines, previous lives. This is soul level healing is what's coming through. And specifically, I'm being shown around the solar plexus, and I'm getting some self-worth. This is you finding hope and renewal and healing some self-worth. So this is you finding some confidence and really healing some stuff that either happened earlier in this lifetime or past lifetimes as well. And this is big for your evolution and moving forward. This again is a transformation and you releasing so that you can step forward in your confidence. Yeah. There is a challenge on this month, so February, the challenge here, and it's the Page of Pentacles. And here with the challenge, being asked to trust that your seeds are growing. It might not feel like it, but know that by setting your intentions, by feeling them as if they've already happened, you can travel to the future and know that those outcomes, all those cups that we saw, they're all ready and waiting for you. And so there might be some doubts creeping in that the intentions you've set aren't coming to fruition, your seeds aren't growing, but you're being guided here to trust that the universe is supporting your journey. And this is you moving towards both stability and success. And so trust in that. I'm being guided to March, and so the card for March here, and we have the Chariot. And so the Chariot, this is where you start to see some real progression and really being in alignment and in your power. This, if we go back to the swords that we saw in the middle, this is you knowing the path forward and really trusting your intuition on that path forward. And this is also a card of victory. And so it's you moving forward in that victory, removing any doubts of the past, any heaviness of the past, and moving forward. And here I'm being given something about moving forward and away from the past that's restricted you. And so something far from the past that you're moving away from. And here, it's the 6 of Cups. And so here, this is you moving forward and leaving the past behind. You're stepping into this new year and leaving behind anything that doesn't fulfill you. That can be negative thought patterns and beliefs. It can be old behaviors, addictions, anything that doesn't need to come with you on this journey. And this is real inner child, your inner child healing. This is now the past informing a brighter future as you move forward. And I'm being given this card. This is moving forward and to trust. Your guides are giving you the message that trust, and this is close to your heart. And again, I mean, it's really repetitive. Here we have the star, and this is you being asked to trust and keep that hope, keep that faith, trust that everything is falling into place as you move forward on this journey towards victory. This is deep healing and moving forward to your emotional fulfillment and to what you deserve. And I'm being given this card for moving forward, and I'm being given that it's relevant to moving forward in this year. And so here we have the Queen of Swords. And so the Queen of Swords doesn't put up with any bullshit and is able to cut through any fog and see the path clearly. It's about having those honest conversations, and again, really releasing the past, releasing the weight of anything that doesn't need to come with you, and trusting that patience, that faith, that things are going to fall in together in your favor. And so I'm being guided to April now. So here in April, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And so this is you really nurturing what you're building, what you're creating. This is a good month for really embodying any self-love, self-worth that you've been healing over the past couple of months. You've been cutting through confusion, and now this is where you're really nurturing any projects or anything that you're growing, any of those intentions that you're growing, and anything that you're building. This is a real difference from the past version of you, is what I'm getting. This is you really tapping into that self-love, that empowerment, and knowing your worth. There's a challenge on this month in April, and the challenge here is the Magician. And so with the Magician, it's important to recognize that you're able to create and manifest anything that you want to. You have all of the tools available to you. So the challenge here is, in the past, potentially there's been a lot of doubt or believing that things will not work out for you, but you are a co-creator with the universe, and so you're really being asked to nurture and grow those seeds that you're growing, and to trust and to really start building with the universe and co-creating with the universe. And for the path forward, I'm being given the Hierophant as well. And so here, I'm being told to look around you, look all around you for signs, synchronicities, and to trust your intuition too. This is a big card for moving between the seen and the unseen, and really both the Hierophant and the Magician really asking you to ground your intentions and how you see the future down into reality. Pull that down and manifest it right now, listening to any guidance that comes through. And again, moving forward on this month, a message about moving forward. So here with the Moon, this is again you trusting your intuition and trusting it so that it can guide you through any fog, any uncertainty, any decisions. There's something that will be revealed on this month, and so look out for any signs, any guidance. So moving on to May, the card for May. Here we have the Five of Swords. And so with the Five of Swords, this can be a time for conflict. It's important to look out for any battles, any times you might be pulled into conflict, And that can be with other people. It can also be internal conflict. And so moving forward, I'm getting, there might be some people trying to throw you off course, or it could be fears of your dreams not going to plan. And so you're being guided here to stay in your power, not to get pulled off path or pulled down by other people. And I'm being given to keep that faith moving forward. There's something that you need to communicate on this month. And so here, communicating, we have the 8 of Pentacles. And so this is you working towards something. And so this could be a course that you're doing, could be a new hobby or a new level of something that you're doing. And this is you being asked to communicate what you're working on to other people, and to not let others pull you off and put you off what you're working on. If this is a shared if this is a shared project, you can take on other people's feedback, but don't let it pull you down into any doubt. Don't rise to any arguments. Here in June, the card is the 4 of Cups. And so here with the 4 of Cups, this is that cup that we saw earlier in the year. This is being offered to you. And so again, pay attention to anything with that's any signs, any guidance that's coming through for you. In this month, you might start feeling a bit stuck or discontent, and really this is a moment to connect deeply with your emotions, with your desires, and to notice again all of the signs, all of the synchronicities and any guidance coming through for you. Don't be let down, especially by anything that happened in the last month with any fallings out. This is you following your heart forward. And for moving forward on this month, we've got the 5 of Wands. So again, this is a time for conflict, a bit of chaos again. And so this is you being asked to stay centered, stay grounded, and find that stability within. I'm being given that this is within reach on this month, despite all the chaos. And here, the Hanged Man. And so, if you find that you're finding it difficult to see the light, if you find that you're being pulled into competition, conflict, this is a time to pause, to take some time away, to trust, to surrender. And by taking a step back, getting away from all of the chaos, this could open your mind to something big. This is a big message of letting go and surrendering, and the need for patience as well. So maybe things aren't going to plan. There might be, some conflict coming up again. And so this is a time to take a step back, to really trust, surrender, and let go, and see what comes up when you release. And you're being asked to see any conflict that comes up as an opportunity for growth. And I'm being given a message about this is a time to listen to your heart and to take a step back to do that. And so potentially you're being guided to meditate, to connect with your guides, to take some time out. It's really important to do that on this month when there's lots going on and you're being pulled in lots of different directions and feeling a bit like, bored. this is a time to tap into that inner guidance and to see what the path forward is. Okay, so for July we've got the King of Cups. So here, with the King of Cups, this is you sitting in your stability and in harmony as well. And here with the King of Cups, this is you finding a new level of your intuitive wisdom. Maybe you've taken that time out and with the Hanged Man and connected with your inner guidance, your inner power. And this is you really sitting in balance and not being dragged through any conflicts. This is you really being in harmony this month. And a big one, a big message about intuition. This is you really having that deep connection to your intuition and letting that guide you forward. This is no longer being swayed. This is in harmony and balance and knowing the path forward, trusting it as you move forward. That's all for July. August, and nice. August, we have strength. And so this is you feeling that empowered version of you and moving forward with that patience and with that strength. This is you moving forward with that self-love, that self-worth that we saw that you're cultivating and building earlier in the year. This is you speaking as well. So this will be a month of you speaking maybe about your story, speaking to others and giving them strength is what I'm getting. And so this is you really communicating in a strong way this month. Okay, so I'm being guided to September. So here's September. Look at this. Again, we have the King of Cups. So this is you really feeling that strong foundations beneath you. This is you unswayed and really deeply in tune with your intuition and your guides. This is you really letting your heart guide you forward. And really listening to your heart is what I'm getting. This is completely different to past versions of yourself. You've really released those past versions of yourself and moving forward, facing any fears. That it's not about moving away from any fears. Yeah, there is you that's moved up leveled and less things scare you, but this is you also confronting those fears, working with them and feeling that emotional stability and wisdom as you move forward. This is something within reach in this month and being given the message about really trusting that it's within reach. And so the Queen of Cups. Now with both of these cards, this could be a relationship that's in balance. This could be a soul connection. This is you finding a partner, a soulmate, a twin flame. This could also be you internally. This could be you being in harmony, both your masculine and feminine. You're really in alignment, moving forward. This is you having that compassion, that self-care, and this reflected both in and out, within and outside in your life. And I'm being given, so here for October, this card, and there's something that you need to speak about and we'll get some more information. Wow. And so here we have the Four of Wands, and so a time for celebration, feeling that stability, feeling that support, and yeah, a real time to celebrate. And there's something that about speaking, and so here is strength. And I'm sure when we came across the Strength card before, again, it was about speaking. And so Strength shown a second time. This is you able to communicate that strength and that stability. This is something that really needs to be celebrated, how far you've come. And this is you speaking about your strength, but also giving others strength. I don't know if this might be you holding talks, having podcasts, but this really is about a celebration of how far you've come and that strength within, and in particular about your communication and how you communicate, not just to others, but the world around you. And again, something within reach. Something within reach on this month. Victory. And so with the Chariot, again, progressing forward, these are some really beautiful, amazing cards. This is what you've been working towards. This is what you release so that you can work towards this. And you're seeing real progress. You're in alignment. You're trusting and moving forward to your victory with that deep, deep inner knowing and guidance. So something close to your heart in November. Okay, here, all about heart. And again, victory. And so here, with the Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups, beautiful cards. This is you having that overfilling cup. This is you moving forward to your victory, really similar to the Chariot energy. This is you getting the recognition that you deserve for everything that you've been working towards or wanting to achieve. And this is where you really get to get that emotional fulfillment, the emotional fulfillment that was shown at the start of this reading. This is you holding out your hand and having that overflowing cup in your hand. And I'm being given the message to trust. If this has been a year where you've been through a lot of doubt, if this has been a year where you're like, this isn't going to work out, am I doing the right thing? This, I can feel it in my hand. This is the divine offering you that overflowing cup. You're moving forward to this emotional fulfillment. This is transformative love and victory that you've achieved. And here in December, I'm being given, this is something that you need to listen to. And we have the Knight of Cups. And with the Knight of Cups, this is you continuing to progress forward. This is you continuing to progress forward and move forward, following your heart, following your intuition, and creating from joy. This is you enjoying what you're doing, what you're creating, and everything that you've built. And so you're continuing that movement forward and creating it. And close to your heart, here is Temperance. And so this, again, you in alignment, you're alchemizing any pain, any suffering from the past. You're in alignment. You're moving towards that sun that's showing in the background. The sun came up earlier. You're following that path and doing so with patience and moving forward with that deep, deep trust and in contact with your spirit guides. Okay, that's all of the messages from the tarot cards that wanted to come through. I'm just going to get a card from the Shaman's Dream. What an amazing reading. All of the cards that came out, you could really see the progression from the wands and the starts at the beginning of the year in the tower, the releasing, the healing the old wounds and finding your self-worth and that inner guidance and cutting through any fog to make important decisions so that you can reach that celebration and this new version of you up-leveled so that you can move forward into your victory, getting recognition for everything that you've done in your strength and being able to communicate your strength with others and helping others find their strength too. And following your heart as you continue forward. And so this is a message about that path forward. Having released the past, release the weight off your shoulder, let go of the past so that you're free to move forward to what's close in your heart. And so it's overflow, overwhelm and plenty. And so I'll read it to you. Card 43. Too much, overwhelm and plenty. So many good things are headed your way or are already occurring in your life right now. Yet you may be thinking they're not possible or you're not worthy of them. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions on it, defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. Right now, take yourself out of your conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There is so much beauty and love, opportunities and divine synchronicities destined to support your dreams abound and are lined up for you. Yet it's sometimes difficult to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information and stimulation, distracting you from the truth that all is well. Sometimes all this overflow can be overwhelming and you may find yourself responding with empathy overload. Empathy overload occurs when you tune into the collective angst and fear about impending changes and uncertainties. It's unmanageable. You feel like you're drowning in those emotions. It's time to allow yourself to detach. Bring yourself back to your life. Restore your faith in a power greater than you and remind yourself to focus on your smaller personal universe, which is much easier to manage. In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings and can share them with others, making this perception of overflow profoundly positive. What an amazing card to sum up everything that we've looked at. The believing that you're worthy of these things, and then also being a conduit for life's blessings and sharing it with others, sharing that strength. Thank you so much for joining me on this reading. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Have an amazing year.